A confession from Donald Trump's hair. Of all the liver-spotted, Doritos-colored, bigoted domes I could have found myself on, God put me on you, Donald.
Oh no.
I say God, but whatever is keeping my last strands fast or your wrinkly-ass follicle, sure ain't God. Satan, probably. Or, as your trolling horde of supporters love to call it, science. Speaking of science, how are you going to defund the FDA when literally the only thing keeping your head from looking like the world's angriest tangerine is a drug that has gone through more clinical trials than you can count on your itty-bitty Twitter fingers? If you thought about this for more than 140 characters, you realize that isn't the best policy decision. Hell, if you thought about anything for more than 140 characters, you realize this whole president thing wasn't the best decision. I need a moment. Look at me. I am the same color, sheen, and texture as I can't believe it's not butter. I was groomed for reality television, not C-SPAN, you jackass. When I look at the hair of other dictators, I get a little jealous. Joseph Stalin, thick, wavy, ready for a GQ centerfold. Kim Jong-un, yes, a little unorthodox, waxed to perfection. Even Vladimir Putin, okay, a little thin. But he found what's working for him. Really?
Oh my gosh.
Is this working for you, Donnie? No. What is this low-rent Biff from Back to the Future? Bullshit. Call your barber, fire him, because at this point, that is the only way you know how to solve your problems, or America's problems. I mean, how are you going to talk about draining the swamp when I look like a blonde patch of peatgrass? How are you going to talk about building a wall when you can't control the border between your forehead and your hairline? You can replace every lawyer you have ever had with a new one, but you're telling me you can't replace me with a wig imported from Eastern Europe? You elect Jimmy fucking Fallon. Pet me on national television, you dusty, insecure cheese puff. I am fed up with your shit. You don't need me. You already got the MAGA hat. Yeah, it makes you look like the white trash king of racist truckers driving the big rig of America off the side of the cliff. But hey, that's your legacy. So, I'm gonna dip. It's been a wild ride, but I'm not running for re-election as your oily scalp carpet. And no, you can't fire me, you lipless narcissist. I quit. Besides, Robert Mueller called. He's gonna ask me a few questions about Russia and Comrade. You've been using me to cover up a lot more than your calls, Don.
Woo!
How y'all doing here and after?
Good.
How are you doing here and after?
We good.
Alright! Hey, my name is Jackson Hall. Jackson Abella Hall, upcoming, changing my last name, because I got married. Hey! That has absolutely nothing to do with the upcoming poem.
Poets can get married, yay!
Yes, so, getting into it. Elegy for my grandfather's leg in 3 parts. 1. The recip saw buzz to the bone like PVC. Serrated blade chewing the marrow while he slept, anesthetized as if he just finished a Maker's Mark in Coca-Cola, home after piloting a red-eye flight from Denver, Colorado to Montgomery, Alabama at peace. A piece of himself lobbed off, tabled, and wheeled to chippers or crematoria, cartilage and ligaments fried or pulverized, ash or pulp, or pickled in a jar, put on ice, shipped to Johns Hopkins where interns with scalpels can prod at it for a grade, or bagged and dumped with different limbs of different lengths, colors, creeds, maladies, each hunk tallied inside of a thick file of medical history. For the doctors who held the saw, my grandpa's file could have been the only history they'd labored to keep. For me, too squeamish to watch the leg fall from him, my grandpa's final months are a history I have failed to keep. 2, a pale, crooked, cross-shaped scar marked the rounded stump of his left calf, dark with varicose veins, blue bruises and liver spots, one swung from the knee, and I tried to remember why this severing occurred so many years ago. Was it the diabetes? Was it an infection? Was it the arteries clogged with hog fat? Too much steak? Too much lard? Too much whiskey? I am clutching my grandfather's leg. No, I am clutching my leg. No, I am clutching my grandfather's leg. And the harder I try to remember why he is no longer here today, the quicker the leg fades, the quicker his voice fades, the quicker he fades. 3, detached from my grandfather, the prosthetic is nothing but a rod. A titanium peg leg flexing at a creaking artificial joint linked to him. Its hard metal juts from his sagging thigh, yet it's his leg. His body damaged, yet still intact. His body in pieces, yet still whole, fleshless, bloodless. This metal is as much a part of him as his ruddy arms prickling with silver hair. It is much a part of him as I was then and am now. And as a child, I would search through the entire house looking for that lost leg until I found it. It was right underneath the bed. And then I returned it to him as he rested on the couch, at peace, unaware that his leg had gone anywhere.